Hey folks, before we get into the music, I want to give you a very quick heads up about a brand new podcast debuting on the We Own This Town network on February 14th. The show, brought to you by Ellen Angelico, is called Girl in a Hurry, the Shelley Bush Story. This is a limited series podcast. There are 6 episodes of this. It's not an ongoing thing. This is a story being told that is all about the musician Shelley Bush, the most famous musician you've never heard of. It's a country musician, so for people who listen to this podcast, that might seem like, what? It's a country musician? What are you doing? But this is the story about perseverance and about making it and about the music industry that transcends genre. So I'm going to play the trailer for it, but go to girlinahurry.com, subscribe, get ready for those episodes to drop right after the trailer. We'll get into our first batch of music. Here we go.
How do you measure success in country music? Is it the CMA awards you win, or is it the gigs at topless tricycle races you survive?
Now, thankfully, where we were, I think clothing was required. But when we get to the very front gate, there's 2 dudes standing there. Long Dom Silver.
We're gonna rock this city, then we're gonna roll on down the road.
My name is Ellen Angelico. I'm a session musician in Nashville, and I've played gigs with big stars and grizzled honky-tonkers. But no artist has meant more to me than Shelley Bush, the most influential woman in country music you've never heard of.
Shelley Bush should go down in history as the best girl singer in Nashville.
Her powerful voice could shake the rafters.
I tell you, I thought the roof was coming off church.
But chasing stardom meant navigating a cutthroat music industry, and Shelley was hell on wheels.
She was a horrible driver.
Her hustle was legendary.
They'd be like, well, we don't have music on Thursdays. And she'd go, well, what about a Wednesday? Or what about this thing? She just wouldn't take no.
This isn't just Shelley's story. It's the story of everyone who ever moved to Nashville with a dream. Look, history may be written by the victors, but there's a kind of victory that matters more than having a Wikipedia page. This is Girl in a Hurry, the Shelley Bush story. Visit us at girlinahurry.com for details.
I'm a girl in a hurry, so make up your mind if you know what you
Thank you for reminding me that I am not yet free of the octopus that hovers slowly along in every action and thought, wraps its tentacles around every one of us. I had thought for just one day that I had straightened out every crooked line, the jagged places where I crashed like a wave on the rocks. Now back on the crags I have reclined, orange light in a dark room, orange light in a dark room, surely gonna be there soon, orange light in a dark room. I wondered if the risk was real, if I had actually been lobotomized. Now the question is gone and the answer is here, neither paralyzed nor hypnotized. The answered prayer, the wish fulfilled, and yet I feel the weight left unresolved. I sit in a chair in a crowded room, and layer by layer the dust falls off. Orange light in a dark room, orange light in a dark room, waiting for the roses to bloom. Orange light in a dark room. So thank you for the bitter taste, the slap of grace that I required, and the fear is gone, I remind myself there's still so much to burn up in the fire. So thank you for the unsmooth edge, the easy out you would not take. If right or wrong was the name of the game, we would fail, but maybe we still might make orange light in a dark room. Orange light in a dark room. Surely gonna be there soon. Orange light in a dark room. Orange light in a dark room. Orange light in a dark room. Waiting for the roses to bloom. Orange light in a dark room.
Oh, gentle soul, I know it's never been easy. I know down around the bend I have a table for you. Won't you come, my friend? Won't you come rest off the blue? Gentle soul, I know what it feels like here inside my hands. I have an angel for you. Come and hide, my friend. Come and escape the doom and gloom. Down around the bend into the night. There inside a kiss, you left the loneliness behind. Gentle soul, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like.
All right, that was Ben Garrett with the track Open Your Books off of the album Imitation Fields. I ran across this because I had seen Ben Garrett collaborating with Matt Glassmeyer, another musician I really enjoy, and decided to check this album out. The cover art was just riveting, and then the album was beyond my expectations and maybe beyond my comprehension. Absolutely love that song. Just uncategorizable, like beyond genre. Can't tell you what I just heard. Maybe you can. Let me know at We Own This Town. But I don't know how to classify that. It was just beautiful. Prior to that was Slow Salvation with the track Call a Friend. That is the standalone single, one of many from Slow Salvation. That is a collaborative project between Travis Trevison, who you likely know from Tape Deck Mountain, or the new project Shrine of the Most Blessed Sacrament, and Christina Hernandez, as well as some other musicians who appear on various tracks. Love what they're doing there. Very cool vibe. Looking forward to an EP or a LP of some sort. Fingers crossed. Prior to that was Janelle Rosa with the track Gentle Soul, a standalone single I ran across a while ago. Janelle Rosa, I think, has like 3 songs that I'm aware of, and they are all beautiful and wonderful and perfect for this rainy day on which I am recording this. I need to learn more about Janelle Rosa because I really enjoy their voice a lot and want to hear more of it in my life. And we started our set off with Craving and the track Orange Light in a Dark Room off of their latest album, Fantasy Hall. We did a full write-up about that album over on weownthistown.net. If you are one that likes to read music reviews, go over there and find out why that album is worth your time. Spoiler alert, it is worth your time. You are listening to We Own This Town Music, the podcast for showcasing new and notable tracks from Nashville and surrounding areas. I am your host, Michael Eads, and this is volume 397, I think, if my counting is correct. It's actually been a little short minute between episodes. I don't have a good excuse for that, and if you're listening to this in the future, you won't care because the other prior episodes are just right there. What does it matter when this was posted? It doesn't matter to you, and it shouldn't matter to me, but it does. Anyway, at the very, very top of the show, I talked to you about a new podcast called Girl in a Hurry, the Shelley Bush story. I'm very excited for you all to hear that. Check out girlinahurry.com. It's going to be good. Subscribe so that you are ready for it when the episodes drop. Another thing that I'm really excited about is a live taping of the show Devalued, the Devalued podcast here on the We Own This Town Network, a show about art and money and their intersection. Can art and money coexist? We'll see. They're doing a live show, and it's going to be at Vinyl Tap on February 13th. And guess what? Ellen Angelico, the host of Girl in a Hurry, the Shelley Bush story, will be one of the guests on the show, on the live show. So look at that. That is Kismet. Everything is coming together. The other guest on the show is Andy Marie Tillman. If you are unfamiliar with Andy Marie Tillman, the comedian, I'll put a link in the show notes. She's hilarious. Ellen is actually hilarious as well, but doesn't make a career out of it. I don't know. Maybe she does. She's a multi-instrumentalist, so maybe comedy is one of her instruments. I'm babbling. Let's get into some music here. I have a long set of music, a backlog a mile deep to play through. None of this stuff is particularly massively brand new. One of them is. One of them is incredibly new. But the rest are just things that I want you to hear that maybe haven't gotten enough attention yet. But as I always say, and will continue to say until the end of time, if you haven't heard it, it's new to you. Here's one from John Condit. This is Craving Connection.
This used to get fucked up, then we had something to blame it on when we were being assholes. Now it's cool, we're getting sober, but the honeymoon is over and we're still just being assholes with nothing we can blame. I'm sorry I forgot your name. I didn't know that you existed. I guess I must have missed it. My head's a little twisted. I don't think you like me much. Excuse me, please don't touch my stuff. Everything is all wrapped up in me. I'll tell you when I had enough. 'Cause we used to get fucked up and we had something to blame it on when we were being assholes. Now it's cool, we're getting sober and the honeymoon is over, but we're still just being assholes with nothing we can blame. I'm sorry I forgot your name. I didn't know that you existed. I guess I must have missed it. My head's a little twisted. Nothing we can blame. I'm sorry I forgot your name. I didn't know that you existed. I guess I must have missed it. My head's a little twisted. When the speakers come alive, I'll be hovering there by your side. There's a drum machine playing loud. It comes and fits and starts and swallows the crowd. I can see you there between the stars. You are looking at me. I know who you are.
That was Palm Ghosts with Last Chance Kid off of Facades 2 Masks. That is part of a long project that Palm Ghosts ran through last year, in which they released a series of EPs, 4, I think, each called Facades, and then rolled it up into a full-length LP of each of those EPs. So 4 EPs equals 1 LP. 20 tracks total. Palm Ghosts always delivers a nice bit of that 80s-ish kind of goth sound that I really enjoy. That's pigeonholing them way too much. They have such a great amount of diversity within their sound, but it always hits me in just the right spot. Prior to that was Make Yourself at Home with the track Spinning Plates. That's a standalone single that was released last June. That's such a long time ago, but it's a damn good song. Kind of a different vibe for Make Yourself at Home, and I enjoy it and appreciate it and want to hear more from Make Yourself at Home, I'll link them in the show notes along with everyone else. Make sure you are following them. Most of the show notes will point to Bandcamp, which for a lot of you might not make any sense. Why am I pointing to Bandcamp instead of a streaming service? Well, let me tell you. I point to Bandcamp because, one, you can buy the thing that I have played on the show. That means that you will own it offline if you want to. It also means that money will go to the artist and you will be supporting them to make more of it. That's a huge win for both of you. Secondly, you can follow that artist and say, even if you just want to stream that song again, you can click follow, and now whenever Make Yourself at Home releases something new, you're going to get an email that says, oh, new Make Yourself at Home. Otherwise, you're just relying on these streaming services to surface that information to you, which it might not. You are relying on this algorithm that is a lot of magic that a lot of times works really well, but isn't 100%. If you follow Make Yourself at Home on Bandcamp or similar service like AmpWall, you will get notified when they release something. And that is a fantastic way to pay attention to artists that you love. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed that little rant. Prior to Make Yourself at Home was Repeat with the track Assholes off of their album Kokomo Dirtbag. That was released back in June as well. When they released it, they had this great little notes release on their Instagram that says, "It is with a heavy heart that Repeat is releasing a new record. The first single, Assholes, is out today. The rest of the album comes out this Friday. We're going to be chill about it. You can be however you want about it. We are here to support you." So they released this record. People were stoked on it. The song is awesome. I'm sure you heard it. The cover art is cool. Looks like a bomb pop. It's a great looking record. It's a great sounding record, but they really haven't hit the promotion on it as hard as they had on previous albums. Obviously, that was intentional based on that note that we saw. I don't know the reasoning beyond that. Maybe they're just busy, but also maybe they're just trying something new. I'm telling you, go listen to Kokomo Dirtbag. If for nothing more, that with a title like that, you gotta know what it sounds like. Kokomo Dirtbag. That's a real unique kind of person. Prior to that, opening up our set was John Condit with Craving Connection off of the brand new album Return to the Center. I haven't heard the whole thing yet, but it has been out for a minute, and I regret not hearing the whole thing because John Condit always makes something that I am intrigued by. Fantastic guitar work, great songwriting, also a person that's just very pleasant. If you've ever talked to Mr. Condit, it is a treat. So do that. Say hi to him next time you see him. Convince him to play some shows so that we can hear these songs off of the new album, Return to the Center. Linked in the show notes, up on Bandcamp. Follow all these artists. Here we go. I told you that we were going to play one song that was very new, and this is it. This is a brand new song from General Trust.
Try
go. Just cut it.
Top of that set was General Trust with the track Apologia. That is a standalone single released on YK Records, which is my little indie record label, so there is some bias with the inclusion here, but I would have played it anyway, I think. Who's to know? Really enjoyed that song though, obviously, because my label helped put it out. After that was Rich Ruth with No Muscle, No Memory off of Water Still Flows, an album that I hope you have heard by now. Searing work there, just fiery from every direction. Absolutely love it. Rich Ruth is full of surprises. I recall listening to Rich Ruth when a series of ambient albums was being released back in pandemic-y times, and very different vibe than what we're getting there from Water Still Flows, but also still very much a clear through line between them all. Absolutely love that evolution and change. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I know that album's got lots of accolades last year. Rightfully so. I can't wait to see Rich Ruth live again. It's never been unpleasant. After that was Digifus, Digyyphus, with the track Among Verticals. I don't know anything about this band. Don't know how I found this, but it was such a pleasant companion to that Rich Ruth song because it was so calming. Very much appreciated that come down and just enjoyed that soundtrack to my life when listening to it. After that was Geovoc with the track It's Over Kid off of It's Over Kid. There's also, I believe, an instrumental version of that on the release if you want to hear it. What a cool little poppy synth pop song. Into that. Synth pop is probably the wrong genre name to use there because that is a very specific genre name. But anyway, you get what I mean. And after that, we closed our set with Palette and the track Draft 1. This is another reason why I am obsessed with Bandcamp, because Palette is a band that I know nothing about. They have exactly one song on Bandcamp. It is clearly not even a fully fleshed out song because it's called Draft 1, and it's wonderful. I mean, the Nashville music scene has people posting music that's like rough, and it's great. Big fan of what I've heard from Palette and really hope that there's more for me to partake in the future. Okay, let's get into another set here. We're going to play 4 songs, and we're going to kick it off with Levi J. Miller, an artist that has been, I'm going to use the phrase, crushing it. Absolutely crushing it with all of their recent releases. This one, no different. This is Whenever I'm Ready by Levi J. Miller.
And there's nothing as beautiful, except of course for the one who keeps those bluebells. Bluebells. I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day I can't wake up. I've imagined myself as one of your blue dress as it waves over bluebells. Sunshine on my face, the world becomes a better place by far. Bluebells. I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day. I can't wake up. I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day. I can't wake up. Looking outside of my window, I see your bluebells. Every morning you're out there walking in I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day. I can't wake up. I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day. I can't wake up. I've never felt this way. I'm so in love, dreaming away the day. I can't wake up. Looking outside of my window, I see your bluebells.
I'm reaching out to you across time and space. If you can hear me, please respond. Send a message by dream, boat or train. If you can hear me, please respond. I have a job now, down at the library. I've joined the union. I know you like that. Seems like every step I take, you could be right there. And every choice I make, you're in my mind. I'm reaching out to you across time and space. If you can hear me, please respond. Send a message by dream, boat or train. If you can hear me, please respond. I traveled some, I went to California. I saw a factory farm that was 7 miles long. James came over last night for Sunday night
lot has changed, but a lot is still the same. I'm reaching out to you across time and space. If you can hear me, please respond. Send a message by dream, boat or train. If you can hear me, please respond. I often wonder what you'd think. I often wonder what you'd say. Though in my heart I know I'm reaching out to you across time and space. If you can hear me, please respond. Send a message by dream, boat or train. If you can hear me, please respond.
Sometimes you just need to walk off, 'cause you try.
All right, that was Downasaur with the track St. Francis Kickflip off of Moonlight Jetsam. I think we've played that on the show before, and I'm hoping that I said the exact same thing then that I'm going to say now. Absolutely delighted by that. The vocal performance there just hits me perfectly. I don't know what it is. I can't articulate it, but something so perfect about that. Definitely go listen to the whole Moonlight Jetsam album. Link to the profile. It's so entertaining and immersive. I love it. Prior to that was Mead Forsyth with the track Please Respond. That is a track that I ran across, I believe, because of some association with Second Floor Recording, a label in town that I'm very obsessed with and very into the whole roster of artists and recordings coming from. So I don't know a lot about Mead Forsyth as an artist, but I liked that song and I liked that recording quality, and we'll be enjoying more of it in the future. Prior to that was Birdie on the Moon with the track Bluebells. Who is Birdie on the Moon? Well, that's Patrick Sansone of the band Wilco and Autumn Defense, doing their own solo work. That will be linked in the show notes. There's a couple more of songs of that, I believe, for you to check out. Kind of reminds me of John Bryan, and I am a huge fan of John Bryan. Top of the set, we opened it up with Levi J. Miller and the track Whenever I'm Ready off of For the World. I remarked before we went into this set, but Levi J. Miller has put out several albums here recently, and there's something really hard on the sleeve, authentic, emotionally bare about them lyrically, while still being catchy pop songs, fun rock songs. It's a great combination because it's clearly cathartic, hopefully in a positive way, but also, enjoyable to listen to. And so those are two things that I love to hear together: catharsis and rock and roll. I actually find rock and roll as a term to be an incredibly boring thing to think about. Micro genres, yeah, sure, I'm excited by that, but the umbrella phrase rock and roll, no thank you. Levi J. Miller, not doing that. I would call it more indie rock, but that too is meaningless. But anyway, you get what I mean. You, the listener, you understand. Okay, we're going to take a quick break now. I'm going to play a little bit of ambient coffee shop noise for you to let you come down as we transition into the second half of the show, which will begin immediately 1 minute after hearing some coffee shop noise. It's a weird thing we do here, but we're doing it. Enjoy.
won't let me go. When I've given all I can, you still won't let me go. Give me a name. Let me have something real to say. I want to be more than just someone you need. But you can't see beyond the dream you made of me. An ideal facade, so immaculately flawed. I'm everything you think you want. You won't let me go. When you've taken all I am, you still won't let me go. Put in your mind, when you've run out of words to write, I'll still be here on your lips and in your ears. And every song you hear, oh, I will never disappear. Cause you won't let me go. If there's nothing of me left, you
right, that was Broke with Don't Hold Back off of the full-length album No Emotion. We played Broke on the show many times before. Broke is Brian Moore, who you may remember from the band Only, and you might also be interested to know that on this album there is appearances by BJ Moore, also from the band Only. Seems like there's still some collaboration happening there, which is great to hear. Do go check out that record, No Emotion. Broke always brings something unique and interesting to the table. Prior to that was The Broken Tree with the track The Weary Muse off of Sleeping In Over My Head. I have no clue how I found this band, but they've got an emotive vibe to them that I really appreciated. I definitely think you should go check out. If you like that song, I think you should go check out the rest of the release because it's in a very similar vibe, but also not quite exactly the same. There's one track on there that I can't remember the title of it, but it spins like 4 minutes being this quiet sort of introverted song, and then it just unbelievably explodes. I'll play it on a future episode. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. And we kick that set off with It's Good to Be the King from Magic in Threes off of the Magic in Threes remaster, originally released in 2011 and then reissued last year, 2024, just to make it sound better. If you don't know Magic in Threes, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go get into it and listen to absolutely everything they've released, including that remaster, because it's so good. All right, I'm going to quit babbling. I'm talking a lot this episode, which I'm okay with. But you know what? Let's do 6 songs. It's never been done before on this show. We're going to do 6 songs in a row, and we're going to kick it off with Nate Nakshian and Million Miles from You.
I feel a million miles from you. I hear the words you're saying, but they don't sound like you. I think I'm falling out of touch. I see you growing, I just hope you don't grow too much. I'm scrolling through a hellscape, and I know that it's unhealthy. You used to tap my shoulder, now you only vibrate. I think that I'm unwell, and I know that you can tell. Why can't we ever save some space to breathe? A year of mine won't set us free. I feel a million miles from you. I hear the words you're saying, but they don't sound like you. I think I'm falling out of touch. I see you growing, I just hope you don't grow too much. It's 2000 and something, and I still can smell the cumin. Anchors all around me, it simmers on the stove, and it's rising through the floorboards. Forget about our dreams, forget about a place inside for me. A million miles won't set me I feel a million miles from you.
Wake up, find a paper in the morning, got a lot to ask for now. Find out that the weather's looking boring, so you might just hop out of town. Looks good from a distance, find love in a lie, 'cause nothing's gonna be quite good for a while. Nothing's gonna feel quite right. Wake up in a dirty bath of everything, a lot to ask for now. Cars pass with little time for anything, no sense in being around. Looks fine if you're lying, but it looks bad if you try. 'Cause nothing's gonna be quite good for a while. Nothing's gonna feel quite right. I've got two loves, one is me, one's for you, and a map tattooed on my back. Another day, another episode in a dark Bellevue cul-de-sac. And I'll be waiting with my song for you in a town that will treat you right. So come back with another, or stay away if you like. 'Cause nothing's gonna be quite good for a while. Nothing's gonna be quite good for a while. Nothing's gonna be quite good for a while. Nothing's gonna feel quite right.
At the tone, please record your message.
When I close my eyes, I start to smile. I think of you and horses too. And then sometimes it's almost like you're smiling back at me.
This is John. Leave me a message.
Do you ride your bike alone at night up to the top of Eagle Rock? Then sit and stare and twirl your hair and dream of me.
Do you dream of me?
Do you dream of me? Do you dream
It's a lovely afternoon on the trip across the curtain. This is a whole new thing for you. You are proudly speaking Sending your salutes to the empire. You stand for what they tell you. Your first term is almost up. It was you that they could see. Crowds are flocking to hear you, but they'll never really know who writes the speech for you.
I wouldn't put one there. They got centering. Y'all made a monkey up as much.
All right, that was Hands Down Eugene with Barry's Shorts campaign. If you don't know Hands Down Eugene, you've been missing out. They put out several albums a couple years ago. They are fantastic and unique, extremely unique. Matt Moody is the primary songwriter behind that and just has such a cool voice. Recently has started re-releasing things, new music, old music. The Bandcamp has been quite active, as has the streaming services. Definitely click through in the show notes to hear more from that, and keep your eyes out for Hands Down Eugene. It's always interesting. Prior to that was Molly Pardon with the track Eagle Rock featuring John Canada. That is off of the Sacramented extended edition that was released at the end of last year. If you haven't heard Molly Pardon's Sacramented album, again, doing yourself a disservice. Really beautiful record. Then at the end of 2024, Pardon released this extended version of the album, which has a couple remixes on it. It has this additional song, Eagle Rock, as well as some voice memos that were created while the album was coming together. Big fan of Molly Pardon. We've played tracks from Sacramented on here many times before, and I just can't recommend it enough. It's a beautiful piece of work. In fact, this whole set was kind of beautiful pieces of work. If I had to put a little umbrella on it, that's what I would say. Prior to Pardon was Sunseeker with a dirty bath of everything off of the album House of Gold, a gem of indie rock there. Really fantastic songwriting. They don't get enough credit, I don't think. I think they came out swinging on Third Man, and so it kind of like set a precedent, but don't sleep on Sunseeker. Fantastic band. Really, really great record. We'll hear more from that in the future. Prior to them was Thayer Serrano with the track Bells off of Ancient Future. I've mused on this before. I don't remember how I came across Thayer Serrano. I believe they split their time between Nashville and Athens, or maybe they're from Athens, but what they're doing is so unique and beautiful and really wonderful record. Really interesting take on Americana and classic country and all kinds of acoustic different genres. Wonderful work. Prior to that was Carmen Canedo, whose name I'm surely butchering, with Next Time Around off of Wheels Are Turning. I think this has been on my radar for a really long time, and I just needed to take the time to really listen to it, and I'm glad that I have, because it's another one of those quiet, immersive records that on a January afternoon where it's raining really hard is a perfect companion. It also works in bright sunny days, but that's a quiet record. And we kicked it off with Nate Nakshin and Million Miles From You. We have played Nakshin on the show many times before. I believe they are in the lead up to something bigger. 3 singles have been released, all with the same artwork, which is always an indicator to me that something bigger is coming, or at least something that brings them all together. Very much enjoying that songwriting and performance. I hope you are as well. All right, folks, let's get into our final set of the show here. Let's get that energy back up as we are on our way out the door. This is Spody Boy with Moonshine Canyon.
Still I can't find out what I've been wondering. Let the boy exchange it. Whose neighbors are.
right, that was Jerry Rowe with Mind the Seawall, a standalone single. I think on Bandcamp it says, inspired by the film scores of Tangerine Dream and John Carpenter. This track was written for a Symbol demo video, and I liked it so much I wanted to release it. Well, thank you very much, Jerry Rowe. Fantastic. Very much enjoyed that. And anytime you want to write more music inspired by the works of Tangerine Dream and John Carpenter, I'm here for it. Prior to that was Manta Ray with the track Manta Ray Theme. That was out on No Sabes, another thing I'm likely mispronouncing, but they have been crushing it with their releases lately. If you like big wall of sound music like that, make sure you are tuned into them. And we started our set off with Spodie Boy and Moonshine Canyon, a standalone single, or maybe something from an abandoned 7-inch, I think. There's like Moonshine Canyon and a covered song on there. You'll see when you click through in the show notes. You'll see. Absolutely enjoyable Spodie Boy. Just a fun artist to say the name of. I could say it all day long. All right, folks, that's it. That's our show. Thank you so much for listening. I know that was a lot of music, and all of it was local. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. This has been We Own This Town Music. I'm your host, Michael Eads. Find us at We Own This Town on Instagram, weownthistown.net for all the things that we're up to. Much appreciated for listening to us. We will see you very soon with another episode. It's already halfway done. It's actually more than halfway done. Just gotta record it. Thank you so much. I'll talk at you soon.